It starts with a wizard. He's old and he's wise, and though he is small, there is strength in his size. The Goliath from the west, he's not smart, but he's strong. The Flagon Slayers, this is their song. Now the warlock, he's lost all the memories he had, 'cause to deal with a demon went seemingly bad. And the druid on his quest to save the shadow plane, when you hear tortured souls, you'll remember his name. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on. The cleric, she heals in the light of the moon. She wants to find purpose, it'll come someday soon. Then the rogue draws his sword, metals clashing again. When it comes to a duel, he will always win. They're the Flagon Slayers, they drink and they fight. They're the Flagon Slayers, by day or by night. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Flagon Slayers. As you can see, we're a little down some players tonight, but that doesn't mean we won't be playing. So, in case you missed last week, the party at... Hank, Caleb, are you okay?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, cool. Making sure your hair's cool?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
It's just a lot right now, you know.
Yeah. Oh, wait, gotta get the other side. Okay, there we go. Okay, so, in case you missed last week, Animas spoke to the Raven Queen, and afterwards the group decided to split up for the next few days because they all needed to get different stuff done. And then the episode consisted of different mini stories that our group went on to. Hunter, I think your mic is still distorted. You might want to check that.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is. Now it's not. Okay. I heard you like blow into your mic for a second, and then it like reverbed. Anyway, so our group has split up to do their own individual stories real quick. Braun told the Dragon Child that they were going to stay in Vasselheim. Animas and Zygon went to Whitestone and learned of revelations, or maybe not.
We'll be talking about that this episode, so.
And Thia and Anzu had a nice dinner where Thia met a lovely tiefling waitress. Who knows where that goes?
I just popped in on their dinner too, so.
Yeah, and we will pick up there. So Anzu and Thia, you two are enjoying a nice dinner. And then your globestone suddenly flash. Yeah, exactly. It kind of looks like that, but more like meat.
There's chicken in there.
The globestone flashes, and Zygon and Animas stand next to you two.
Ooh.
I want to slap Animas.
Just like out of
reflex.
Just a reflex.
I'd like to
Whoa!
slap him.
Rude, he
Animas,
interrupted dinner.
Anzu, go ahead and roll damage. We'll say this is a surprise attack.
What the fuck? Why does this always happen to me?
That is a 4.
Okay, so that's a surprise attack, so it's a natural crit. Because the D&D the dungeon master says so, because it's funny.
8
I don't know.
damage.
I don't remember what surprise attack.
It's just advantage.
Yeah,
advantage
it's just
on the roll.
But
I'll take
go
it.
ahead
I'm
and roll
about
with
to go to
advantage,
sleep. It's
Hunter.
The auto crit is if they're stunned or
I'll
paralyzed.
I'll just take the
paralyzed.
8 damage. I'm standing there. I got caught off guard. 8 damage. I'll take it.
Flat-footed.
You son of a bitch! I said 2 days!
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. You're right. Maybe though. We have some important stuff to talk about tomorrow.
Tell me in 2 days.
No. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe if we can meet up tomorrow. I'm sorry. You guys have a good dinner. Me and
Really rude
Yes,
of you
yes.
to interrupt.
Could we
our dinner.
do the day after tomorrow?
No. It's so important. I'm gonna whisper down in Anzu's ear. We went and saw Vesper.
We shall talk tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, come on, Zygon. Let's go back to the squealing pig.
He just kind of shrugs.
We'll see you guys.
Walks
Well,
with you.
I'll see you guys tomorrow. Zygon's gonna go talk to his wife tomorrow. So, but yeah, see you guys.
Bye.
Okay.
Well, Thea, I believe you have one of those drinks left. Come on.
No, I
Try
drink
it.
it. I already drank it.
Yeah, remember grease came out of her.
I really needed a shower.
Just grease everywhere.
And so, I suppose now we make a plan and
For
then
what?
try not to die.
Mm-hmm.
I don't quite know what to do, though, especially with Bell. He's quite insane. Really.
Yeah. That's why I wanted 2 days to not think about it.
2 days. 48 hours. Well, I'm going to go get started.
Would you like to pay the bill? Question.
Yes, I will pay the bill.
Just before we leave, like, are you just gonna leave it all on me?
Well, no, I'm not going to leave it all on you.
I'll pay for my half. I don't care, but. I'll just wait till the waitress comes back.
Can I get the bill?
Waiter? I've been
Sorry,
snapped at like that, and it's
Oh no,
horrid.
just like
It's horrid. It's
Anyway.
literally just, Miss? And I said,
Excuse me.
Anyway,
I said,
so your waitress comes over. She hands you a piece of paper with your bill on it. It rounds up to be, I think it was how much gold? Like 200. The
It was a
plates were
lot.
each individually like
200 or something.
yeah.
Mhm.
So each of you would have to pay that, and then the drinks were on the house. So, and then her name is written at the bottom of the check.
Oh.
Via
She wants.
it's Zan. Z-A-N.
VAN. Okay. Just be like, thank you, Sam. And then, is it just one, or did she split it? Like, yeah, I think she split it probably.
She split your guys' checks.
Okay,
You're the one with
perfect.
the name on it, not Anzu.
I'll pull out. Where's my? I don't even know.
Surprised
where
they
shit
both have name number on it.
is. Ooh, hate that. Yeah, I'll pull out like 300 gold, and I'll just. Well,
Wow, you're leaving 100 gold tip. That's insane.
she's,
Okay.
she's cute.
Okay.
I tip good.
That's a
Okay.
big boy tip right there.
There's some implications with that big of a tip.
Not
Yeah,
at
really.
all. Well, she gave us free drinks.
Well, they
That's-
weren't free.
Shut the fuck up. Listen, when you get shit discounted, you should tip.
tip
a quarter.
better.
You tip better.
Hmm.
She's also hot, so in my brain,
In Thea's brain, she's hot.
that's what matters. My imagination.
So she comes over and takes the money, and she looks over to you, Thea. I get out of here in about an hour if you want to hang around.
I'll be here in an hour.
She smiles, takes the money away.
I'm not paying her for sex.
Well, I can
We
imagine
know
that.
that.
That's right.
We know that. There was strong connections before the payout, okay?
Yeah, you guys just get each other.
Yeah.
I just I appreciate she's really great service, above and beyond.
And it doesn't stop there, you know.
You know, sometimes it just happens. Literally, I will say, at work today, there was a guy from the restaurant next door who came in, got a to-go order. He tipped the bartender that relieved me $19
Oh,
for no reason.
unlucky.
Oh, no, and then he looked at me and he was like, "You can have some of the money from that to-go order." I was like, "What's wrong with you? Keep your money, you weirdo." He's new. He doesn't know what he's doing. And I
You
was
can
like, "That's
have
so
some.
sweet." I'm like, no.
You should have just taken some of the money and be like, next time, take it all yourself.
It's a learning experience. Anzu, what are you doing?
Well, she's coming back at an hour. I'm gonna go practice my spell.
Okay. So, Anzu, you leave the city, knowing that if you do practice the magic inside the city, you can get arrested. So you go out into the forest, a little deep, maybe like a 20-minute walk, which for most people is like a 10-minute walk. But for you, you know, you're a gnome. You got
Little
small
legs.
tinier legs. So you take about a 20-minute walk and you begin practicing the spell, disintegrating holes into trees. But it's still not quite there. But it is getting more consistent. That need you to make a check.
A what?
Perception.
Guys, he's gonna kill me.
He's gonna. Jacob kills Hunter.
Broder comes running out of the forest.
Bro, are you making gains, bro? Making magic gains.
Perception. That is 12.
12. Okay. So you're firing, you're kind of mimicking Zygon's finger gun motion, thinking that that's how you'll get it. Make a nature check.
Oh, okay. Natural 20.
Okay. Wow. Lucky roll there. So as you're shooting off your disintegration rays, trying to perfect the spell, the birds and the insects stop making noise.
Oh, no.
The forest becomes eerily quiet.
I look around, maybe.
Okay. Make an investigation check. Making Anzu do all these rolls.
15.
15. So you start hearing this
I don't like
noise kind of deeper in the forest.
Okay. Start casting Leomund's tiny hut.
Okay. So your little dome-like hut appears above you. As you see two yellow glowing eyes in the forest, seemingly staring in your direction.
Let me look here. I'm gonna hold lightning bolt.
Okay. As it begins stalking closer, more of its body comes into view. So you see one clawed paw, another, and another. You're like, oh, that's all the legs. But there are 2 more. This thing has 6 legs. 4 in front, 2 in back. You see coming out of between its shoulder blades, you see these large tentacle-like things with these giant barbed endings that kind of just flutter through the air. Make a Arcana check.
I guess I'm really good at those. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
I guess I'm really good at those. As he rolls a natural 20.
So, you recognize this from your years of travel and study. This is a displacer beast.
Like my cloak. We fought these.
Yes, you have fought a displacer beast before. But this one, it's different. Displacer beasts that you know of look panther-like, slick, black. This one looks more lion-ish. Like, it's got a mane. It's bigger. But you also notice on the ends of the barbs, you see these, like, you see that they're moving more, like almost like a mouth, kind of just going in and out. Only it's a vertical mouth instead of a horizontal mouth, and you see.
You mean it looks like a
Vertical mouth.
cooch?
Oh my god.
Why did you ruined the moment?
Coochie
Hunter.
with teeth.
It's a cooch with teeth.
Yeah, sure.
Man, Anzu hasn't seen one of those since Linares.
Do not talk about her like that.
Well, I'm guessing the hut's not really gonna do much since it's still.
Oh no, the hut will stand up to that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but the
For
hut
a
takes a
little
minute
while.
to form. I mean, has it been a minute?
Yeah, it's going. It's approaching
Okay.
closer. We'll say it's been a minute. It's pretty much finished.
I'll hold Anzu's avatar and see what it does for a second.
Okay. So the cloak begins to form around you out of your arcane magic energy, and it just gets closer, closer, and it gets up to the hut. And then it turns around, and you see another one walk up, and the two just kind of look at each other. They both start to just circle the hut. Just
I don't like that.
circle. And you can see that these the tentacles with the sideways mouths are kind of just lashing out, and you see every once in a while that it seems as though they're acting independently of the displacer beast. A bird tries to fly over over this small clearing that you have created through disintegrations, and it goes, catches it and just eats it, and you see it go down the tentacle like it's swallowing it.
So how's my disintegration doing? Is it decent?
Almost done. It's not quite. I
How
would say
much is
maybe
almost?
another hour, and you'd be done
Another
with it.
hour? Okay, I'm gonna spend another hour inside the dome learning disintegration because it's
What
not
are you disintegrating
concentration.
inside the dome?
Just little leaves
dome.
everywhere. There's like little leaves everywhere.
He could shoot the ground.
Yeah.
He
Shoot the
starts.
ground.
He
can
digs
drill
a
in it.
hole.
He's just digging a hole.
Okay, so for an hour I'm just gonna practice.
Okay, so you say that. You hear this scream. Oh! And then coming out of the woods is it's not Broder.
God, I
Damn
really wish it was Broder.
That would've
man.
been
It sounded like
hilarious,
Broder.
Hi, man. I'm gonna punch these things out.
I'm gonna punch these things because you need help. Anyway.
You need help,
No.
bro.
That was a very Broder scream.
So You see
Ugh.
this. You hear this clanging of metal on metal as this paladin comes running through the forest, and he says, "You there, evil doers!" And the displacer beast just kind of look, and then they just, "I will slay you with my sword."
Oh no.
Oh, I'm
And
gonna
then you
see
see
how he
two.
does.
You see two other figures come in behind him. One is a drow. Looks to be like a rogue. Long white hair, purple, darkish skin. You know what drow look like. And
Mhm.
he's just flipping a knife between his fingers. Do we always have to be so dramatic?
I love it.
then-
All right.
The other figure, she's wearing this like thick, almost like Arctic looking costume. Like she's wearing like a really thick coat and a really like really thick like wool-ish looking pants.
Mm-hmm.
And make a make an insight check.
Inside. 7. No, 27.
So she is a dwarf. And she appears to be either a sorcerer or a wizard. You
Mhm.
can't quite tell. You don't see a spell book on her, so you lean more sorcerer. So she comes in. Well, I always thought it was kind of cool that he acts like that. And he's like, enough talk. On with fighting. And they're gonna roll initiative. Go ahead and roll initiative for me, Anzu.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
I got
Okay.
14.
14.
Yeah.
Okay. And then okay. Okay. So the displacer beasts are a lot faster than what this paladin believes they will be. So one of them is going to jump at him and try and hit him with its tentacle. Misses. And the second tentacle also misses. So he blocks one with his shield and then parries another. You're going to have to try harder than that, fiend! As he deflects both blows, he is then going to attack back, trying to hit this beast. That hits. That's cocked. Ugh. So he slashes at the displacer beast and just barely hits it. But you do see Anzu as his sword goes over in an arc, it lights. So it like starts burning with this white flame. But barely nicked the displacer beast. You then see the rogue drow. He pulls a bow. He puts up his knife onto his belt and he pulls a bow and fires at the displacer beast that attacked the paladin. He barely misses, just glancing off. You see him just roll his eyes. Man, this is too late to be doing this. Anzu, it is now your turn.
I am going to cast Anzu's avatar, and as I do, I will scream
At what level?
5th, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's the highest
Yeah.
I can do. Yeah. I'll cast it at 5th, and then I'll scream.
Die, foul creature!
All right, so Anzu's avatar begins rising up as you see this wizard figure with a large with a large gun
You
and
can't miss after
swirling
that.
bullets in its hands.
Imagine
Is
he
now
misses.
your you can do things now, Anzu.
Okay. I will shoot one of them. And actually, you know what? Let's do a lightning bolt. Are they like in a line from me?
No, so the way that it's laid out is you're in the center, and one of them went after the paladin who's coming in from the south, and they're in the group that came in are in a triangle, and then the other one, there's one that's like diagonal to you north.
Okay, I'll go to the one north.
Okay.
I guess I don't have to roll. I just do my thing. 45
45 damage.
for it's
All right.
lightning bolt.
Yeah, you strike using the avatar's mighty gun. You fire a lightning bolt out of the barrel, and it strikes the displacer beast. It does the cartoon thing where you can see its skeleton,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still standing. It is now the dwarf woman's turn, and she is going to cast. Pull up this. He is going to cast Chromatic Orb. Let's see here. He misses. That's all right. Now the second displacer beast. So the hut is a concentration thing, right?
Yeah, it's down.
Okay, it's down. Okay. So the second displacer beast is going to try and attack you, Anzu.
Isn't it once you leave the hut, it's down? You have to be inside of it.
He cast another concentration spell when he did Anzu.
I think he's saying it does both. Like if he leaves, it goes down, or if he casts
Yeah.
another spell, it goes
That's
down.
what I'm saying. Is like
Yeah.
Okay. What's your armor class, Anzu?
14.
14. It hits.
Even in the avatar.
Did he roll for disadvantage? Oh wait,
Oh,
shit.
wait.
Yeah, the avatar.
Also, we have
Um,
cloaks of displacement, so you're basically wearing their skin.
So 19
Yeah. 19.
with the avatar.
That barely hits.
I'll do a shield.
Okay, so it doesn't hit.
That barely misses. You mean?
Yeah. It's about to hit you, and then you cast a shield to protect as it passes through the Anzu's avatar. And then you have shield, so that does not hit. Okay, so it goes against your shield. Oh! Also, after it makes contact with the shield, you see this like pink greenish liquid dripping off of the magical barrier. It kind of looks like stomach bile.
I'll be collecting that.
It is now the other displacer beast's turn. So it is going to attack the paladin. It hits. And does... It's 10... It does 15 damage to the paladin. So it and it hits him like a whip as it sticks into his shoulder through the armor, and it actually starts like chewing on his skin as he rips it
Ooh.
off. And now it's going to try and hit him again. That's cocked. It hits him again, and he takes another 4. He takes another 9 damage as the other one hits the other shoulder, seeming to find the missing piece of his armor. He shakes it off, and you see him touch his shoulder as the wound begins to heal slightly as it glows with a divine energy. That was a close one, fiend. But I have many more battles after this one. And he's going to attack this beast. He misses. He's going to attack it again. That hits. Deals 14 damage. Okay. It is now the rogue's turn. The rogue puts his bow back on his back. He flips out 2 daggers and he goes, throws them at the displacer beast. First one hits. 5 damage. Second one misses. All right, it's now your turn, Anzu.
Start practicing again. I want to cast Disintegration on the one
Okay.
fighting the paladin.
Okay,
Oh, boy.
roll to see if you hit with disadvantage.
You really hope that goes well.
Sure.
What if Anzu just randomly kills all 3 of these people?
Two.
Be highly
Could be
unfortunate.
bad.
I'd let him rot in prison.
28, 30.
30. That hits.
Wait, no. That one wasn't. I think 22 was the other one that was the lowest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that hits.
So how much?
So take 1 die off of the disintegration thing. Whatever damage it does, take a die off.
I'll do 9. 79.
Oh my gosh.
What the
Yeah, so
fuck?
the cannon that your avatar holds begins to swell with a crackling arcane energy that seems to be unstable as it comes out of the barrel. And then you fire, and it strikes the displacer beast. And you see the fur on its body begin to crumble off of it, almost like sand, and then muscle along with that, and then bone along with that. And around it, it just crumbles until it's nothing but ash.
I will drink your blood!
Is Anzu's
He's
avatar
really
a
enjoying
demon?
that voice changer.
Hey man, look. I'm like 16 feet tall. Okay.
He's feeling the height power. Okay, it is now the dwarf woman's turn. She's going to use Chromatic Orb again. She misses. That's her turn because why not? And then the second Displacer Beast looks at what you just did to the first one, looks up at the 16-foot thing in front of it, and then begins to run away. And it uses its full action to run away. You then see the paladin. You cannot stop me, fiend! Stand back, citizen! This is our quarry! He begins running through the trees.
Guess I'll look at
And
the
then
other-
the drow rogue. I don't know what to tell you. He does this all the time.
Oh yes, well.
It's quite exhausting.
I'm guessing you're friends. Is that a way to put it lightly?
I would prefer business acquaintances, but I'm sure he probably considers us friends.
So what are the 3 of you doing out here?
And then the dwarf. Well, we had a contract from the Slayer Stake to come out here and deal with these.
Oh, the Slayer's Take.
Oh, we haven't been to the
That's quite-
Slayer's Take yet. I forgot about that.
We work with
Oh.
them quite a bit in Amon.
Oh, that's where you're from?
Yes.
And then you hear, "Back, foul beast!" And then the drow. Okay, we gotta go help him. Nice meeting you.
Nice to
He
meet you
just
too.
walks off.
I'm gonna
The
go
dwarf
collect
woman
a sample
follows
of that
behind him.
orange blood.
So you disintegrated the entire thing.
No, the first
Um,
one. The first one that went all wacky.
Yeah, that was the one you killed and disintegrated.
Yeah, but didn't a bunch of his blood like spill all over the floor?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
You disintegrated it. Stop asking for blood.
Not the blood on the floor.
It all
It did get
disintegrated.
attacked
Oh.
beforehand, so it might. What'd you roll?
Hey,
So you look around for a little bit, trying to find any sort of blood or bile this thing may have left behind. But if it did, it's sunken into the earth by now,
Blood soil.
unfortunately. Or it's covered up by dust and other bits.
Well, I'm gonna go back and get a good night's rest, knowing that a wizard of my caliber now has a new spell.
Right.
Love that for you.
Yeah, remember when he used to be a higher caliber and then he did drugs?
He's regaining his abilities.
I respect that. I want to point that out. Animas respects that. I think it's hilarious as Caleb, though.
He's on a journey of self-discovery.
Exactly.
Rediscovering his power and making it better where he didn't the first time.
Hear that, all you past addicts? Caleb thinks you're funny.
I never said it.
Wow.
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 Wow, you put me in that situation.
Man, Hunter, how much money did that cherry picker cost?
Wow.
Holy cow.
As I don't even know what to say there. Hey guys,
Woo.
if you're struggling with any addictions, we are not against you in any way.
Except for Caleb, he thinks you're humorous.
Wow.
Humorous.
Anyway. So Anzu, you return back to the Squealing Pig after having a satisfying yet slightly strange interaction with what appeared to be another adventuring party. But you sleep soundly in your bed, tired of the toils of the day. And then in the room next to you, you hear strange noises, but nothing out of the ordinary noises. And then a few rooms down, you hear what sounds like something banging on something ceramic. Maybe it's a turtle shell, maybe not.
Oh no!
Can I go investigate
Oh
it?
no!
If you want, yeah.
Oh
I'm
no!
gonna go investigate it.
Oh
Okay.
god! Oh, why would you do that? You're in a hotel.
Banging
You know
on
what's
something
going on.
ceramic?
Andrew's
Yeah.
smarter than
Well,
that.
you know,
Andrew
when,
doesn't
like,
know. It's
when,
been a
like,
while.
Oh.
So you go up to this door, and you hear this like banging, and then you also hear Lochnar just screaming out in some sort of pain,
In pain.
seemingly.
Or just
Okay.
speaking giant.
I'm gonna
Oh,
throw
yeah.
open the door really quick and cast polymorph at whatever's causing this pain.
No! Why?
So you fling open the door, and you see Lochnar is lying on the floor, face down, as a tiefling woman steps on his back, giving him a deep tissue massage. And you see next to him is this large tortoise shell, and you see another woman who is like chiseling the dirt and the grime out of the tortoise shell in its little crevices.
The debauchery has either
But you do
already
cast
happened
polymorph.
or will happen.
Oh no.
Okay, well, Newt.
She actually succeeds on the save,
Yeah.
surprisingly.
Hunter.
So, what? Well, Where'd you get the shell from?
You see a head peek out of the shell.
What the?
Hello!
Uh,
You must be Anzu!
Oh boy.
Locknar's been telling me a lot of things about you as this tiefling woman steps on Locknar's shoulder blades and you just hear him, oh, just scream out in pain and a bunch of other words.
Sheldon, you do realize I saved you earlier, right?
Oh, well, that was a few hours ago. I've gotten so drunk since then. Do you want a shelling?
What's a shelling?
Oh, it's where they clean my shell. It's quite expensive.
I'm going to sleep now.
Are you sure, friend? It's quite good.
Oh boy.
I'll turn you into a note next time you talk to me. Goodbye.
You shut the door as Lochnar continues to scream from his deep tissue massage.
You only have 2 rooms at this place.
No, you got 3. But you doubled up. So Anzu and Animas shared, or no, Zygon and Animas shared, Lochnar
And Zygon went to see his family tonight, so I have my own room.
Yeah, and then Lochnar and I think Anzu shared, but Anzu knew that Zygon was going to be gone, so he's in your room.
Okay, that's
And then
fair.
Thia and Braun technically have a room, but Braun's out, and he's going to be out like the whole night, so
For the best.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
is there
so-
anything of Zygon's belongings in his room?
No.
No. Zygon packs
well.
light.
I'll just sleep in his bed then.
It's not gnome-sized either. It's a normal-sized bed, or I guess
Like
a
a-
humanoid-sized bed.
California king for me.
Yeah, it's huge. You can spread out completely.
Since this is the first time you've ever slept in a room next to me alone, I just want to let you know, when I snore, it's like the normal inhale, like the... And then like the exhale is like just screeching.
Yeah.
Is he
Like a
asleep
bird
right now?
screech.
He's a
I like
terrible
the
fucking
dog
roommate.
in Little
Is he
Nicky or
sleeping
something.
It's
right
like
now?
really... No, it's like really, really, really quiet, like just like
Just like
horrible
Like the
souls.
souls
Yeah, it sounds like just like whispering, like screaming souls. So
whisper screaming.
He's terrible. Hate that.
But yeah, he's asleep. He's asleep in the bed.
Can I sneak in there and rip off some feathers real quick?
that'll wake me up.
Stealthily. No, I
There's
want
no
to try.
stealthily about ripping
Maybe,
a feather off.
okay, instead of ripping him off, I'll like
Hey
find
Jacob,
some
whenever
that have
Anzu
fallen
falls
off.
asleep, can I stealthily rip a chunk of hair out of his head?
No, I want to find some feathers around that
You can
Make a
try.
have
stealth
already
I don't
fallen
just
off.
I don't just drop feathers everywhere.
Maybe
Well,
he's stressed.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a distressed bird flying out of a nest.
I got a
Birds molt.
13.
13. Animus, make a perception check with disadvantage since you're asleep.
If I roll a 1, I beat this. I just want to let you know.
No, if you roll a 1, it's a natural fail. But
Well, I rolled a 6 plus 12, so.
okay. So Anzu, as you're stealthily looking for feathers, Animus, you hear a small shuffling near the bed.
Invisibility.
Just using
So
all
you-
your spells.
You look up real quick and you see Anzu, and he sees that you see him, and he goes invisible.
Anzu, just go to sleep. Okay? I don't. What are you looking for? What do you even want?
Can I walk behind him and rip off some feathers? Or at least pick some up on the bed? Are there any feathers on the bed?
Just ask me next time. I'll give you a
There's
fucking
a few.
feather. Jesus.
There's a
few.
few. Okay, I'll grab him and then sprint out.
Okay.
I'm sprinting out. Just go to sleep. I don't care if you have a feather.
And I'll put them
That's
in
weird.
my bag of holding with all the other
That's like
feathers.
keeping a lock of hair of mine. That's
Anzu's-
strange. You don't see me
Okay.
going over to Thea and fucking like cutting off a chunk of her hair and just keeping it with me at all times.
You should try
Yeah,
it.
because that would be weird.
Sounds like you don't care about
Yeah,
it.
because that would
That's
be
all I'm
weird.
saying.
Yeah, a
Alright.
real friend would.
Right.
A
Be close
real
always.
hood would be able
Yeah.
to clone their friends if
Just
needed.
a red curl hanging from like a keychain.
Yeah.
There you go.
I've actually
Okay,
got one.
so-
from all
Tie
of
it
you.
around your staff.
Wait. What'd you just say, Caleb?
Which part? I said
You
I've
said,
got.
"I've got one."
No. I said I've got one of all 5 of you guys.
Oh,
I've got a
okay.
lock of hair from all
Weird.
5 of you hanging on my staff.
Is that for the baler? I'm worried.
Oh yeah, I'll be able to clone you guys.
Hey.
If you die, I have clonability. Here.
Resurrection stuff. Yeah. Okay.
You know I won't do it.
Not
So-
the cleric.
As Anzu and Animas
I
have
could
their
never.
weird kind of caper, Braun, it is now about 3 in the morning. You have been out with the kids / kid all night, just kind of playing, having fun, showing them the town,
Yeah.
getting introduced. You, in your travels, you found. Well, actually, here we'll role play this. So as you're walking through the city, you go near the Braving Grounds, and you hear this a very familiar blacksmith sound, since you are quite familiar with the sounds of smithing metal. But it's 3 in the morning. Who's working at a smithy at 3 in the morning? It's usually not. Blacksmiths do get up early, usually, but not that early. And
Okay.
it's kind of far off. You can hear it faintly, but your keen cat ears hear something that far away.
All right. Well, I'll approach or investigate.
So you get closer as you're carrying the dragon child in your arms. They have fallen asleep. So you get closer, and you see this faint glow, but it's not like a normal reddish orange. It's this purple black sort of glow. And it's just radiating up.
From just in the distance, or
Yeah, about probably 20 meters away.
okay. Well, I'm gonna keep looking.
Okay.
Now I'm
so
even more interested.
You get closer and you hear, and then stops.
The glow is
see-
still there.
The glow's still there. You see this curtain get pulled back, and this older woman. You can see her skin slightly wrinkled, and she is also. It seems as though everyone's meeting Drow tonight, but she is a Drow, but like very old, because elves. But she's showing signs of age, and her eyes look at you. What do you want?
Oh, I just had a big day today, and I'm interested in smithing myself, and was curious why someone would be working so early / late. So I came towards the sounds. Could I ask what it
believe
is you're
that's-
working on?
I believe that's none of your business.
That's fair. Like I said, I was just interested in the work. Am I able to see anything from over her shoulder or anything like that?
Make a investigation check.
Natural 20.
Oh, you love
Okay.
to see it.
Yeah.
So you can see the furnace that's in there. It's glowing with this purplish energy, and you see it's a wood-fired furnace, which is not super common for blacksmiths forging. They usually use stuff that can get hotter before it crumbles.
Mhm.
But it's this very dark purple wood. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, so the wood itself is purple, or
The wood itself is purple.
like from
the outside.
burning?
No. Like the
Okay.
wood itself is purple, and it
Okay.
burns purple.
Okay. Do I recognize what that might be? Just from
make a history
general
check.
knowledge. Okay. 14.
14. I mean, elves have different techniques for smithing than most other races. Especially drow. Who knows how drow make their weapons? But it's definitely weird.
Is this like in a shop or?
No, it's just a freestanding building near some other residential buildings.
Okay.
It's kind of off the beaten path. It's almost outside of the city.
Okay. And it's just like
It's like a hut.
basically like an empty room with that stuff in it with her working.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, with that in mind, I guess, do you have a shop here that you sell your work at?
The weapons I forge aren't for sale.
Well, then, what do you do with them?
This
I'm
conversation
kind of a
has gone
connoisseur.
too far. She closes the curtain.
What?
Is she in there
You hear
hammering
her
away
working
again?
again.
Yeah. And I begin.
Make a stealth check.
Maybe when she's not so like late night grumpy, come back in the morning or something.
Yeah. Probably just a drow thing. They're kind of night birds.
Probably.
Let's see, that's 19.
19. Okay. So you put the child down close because it's going to be harder for you to stealth in there if you're holding a what
Small.
like a preteen, I guess, would be kind of the size that they are.
Yeah, I think you kind of described them as being like 10 to 12.
Yeah. So you slink in there, kind of staying in the shadow, and you see that she is. You thought she was hitting metal, but she's actually hitting glass, and she's spinning it, and glass. She's doing glass blowing. This is a much more intricate process than just forging a blade. But it appears that she's assembling a sword of some sort that's made out of glass, and you can see on the inside of the glass is pure like silverish white, and on the inside of the blade, you see this purple line that flows through the sword, starting at the hilt, going through the blade.
Is it similar to, was it Silk? The dual weapons that was like a hammer and a very thin blade?
No. So it looks more like a rapier. It kind of looks more like Rose's Thorn, except that it's fatter.
Okay.
So I guess it's more of like a saber.
Saber,
I guess
yeah.
would be the best. Yeah. But yeah, she's not touching it, but she's shaping it using. You see her hands glow with this faint arcane energy.
So, was she not hammering on it at all then?
No.
Interesting. Well, I think I'll just watch her for a moment and just get kind of a good idea of what she's doing. Does it look like she's been here for a while? Like, is there signs of habitation? Okay.
Yeah, she's definitely been.
Okay. Then like I said, I just want to watch her for a few minutes if I can, and then just kind of make a note of where this is and maybe approach her when she's not working at a later time.
Okay.
So I will sneak my way back out.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
The stealthiest. Is your child still with
23. On the ground outside,
Okay.
You
snoozing.
You get out of there as you ruffle the curtain. It makes a slight whoosh sound, and you hear the forging stop. And she continues. You barely got out of there. I rolled a 19.
It was just the wind.
Yep.
But you finish your day heading back to the Squealing Pig as it is quieted down for the evening. It's about 4 in the morning when you get there. Put the child to bed, lay down. Seemingly either unaware or indifferent to the fact that Thea has someone in bed with her.
Asleep.
Yeah, they're both asleep.
Okay.
Yeah. So you make a small living or a sleeping area for the child on the floor. And do the same for you as well. So it is now the morning. We'll start with Animas.
Yeah.
So Animas, you wake up. You see Anzu full on spread out as big as he can on the mattress, and he barely takes up any space.
Yeah, I'd like to take a piece of his hair.
Make a stealth check.
All right.
Eye for an eye.
Fuck yeah. Oh yes. 22. That's even better than I thought.
Make a perception check with disadvantage, Anzu.
Yep. Oh, natural 20.
No
Wait, no,
way.
Wait. No, wait. Since it was disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
No. Perception. 23.
No, what?
Yeah,
I
I got a 19 and then a 20.
I still take the hair.
Yeah, you pluck it, Anzu. You notice after the fact, but it does wake you up.
What are you doing?
As soon as he wakes up, I'm just flipping him off and I walk out.
Okay.
Remember, we need to talk later, Anzu. Have a good rest of your morning.
Well, just talk to me now.
No, okay. Actually, you know what? Well, we need Thea though.
What?
So as you guys walk this Thea's room,
I feel like it's a group thing, you know?
the door opens slightly as you see this tiefling woman slink out half dressed, putting the rest of her clothes on.
Oh, God.
See you two. She just rushes off. Anzu, you recognize her from the meal.
Are you rushing off? You don't need to rush off. What?
Have a good day. Well,
She's gone. She's out.
I don't know. Must be new to this.
She's a busy lady.
Yeah, she probably has a morning shift, trying to get some money for the breakfast. You know?
Money for the breakfast.
And
Money.
what
Sorry,
did
money
you
for the
need?
breakfast
I am
rush.
human, speak
Money
words.
from
You
the
know.
breakfast rush.
You know how you need a money for the
money,
breakfast.
you gotta get money for the breakfast.
Everybody need that money for the breakfast.
I mean the breakfast
Animas.
compared to the dinner, you know?
That's the only reason I have a job.
Yeah, so that I can have money for the breakfast.
For the breakfast.
Whew.
I don't know why that was so funny.
Oh boy.
That should
That's
be
a
a new
Zuckerberg meme if I've ever heard one.
That should be a new. That should be a new emote. It should be
Money
breakfast.
for the breakfast.
That's why we started the guild, so we could make money for the breakfast.
Money for the
Yes.
breakfast. Where is that money for the breakfast? Anzu, where's the money for the breakfast? You've been getting the money. Where is it at?
Guild. In a chest.
Okay. Are Thea and Braun both in this room?
Yes, Braun is laying on the floor. You see him sitting up, and he's sharpening his swords as the child sleeps next to him.
Everybody. Animus has big news for us.
Okay. I mean, it's pretty big news, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah.
I know you guys wanted a day or two off, you know, chill out. We want to have a couple days to not have to think about what we're going into the next couple of months. And that's fine. I just wanted a quick word. You guys can have this day off. We don't have to talk about this today, but I wanted this to be at least a thought you think about. So, me and Zygon, we decided not to take the 2 days off. He's with his family today, so he is taking today off. But yesterday we wanted to get a little bit of information, so I teleported us to Whitestone. I know we haven't been to Whitestone in a while, and we were going there because, of course, of just business with the mine, you guys know, stuff like that. Big disappointment for us, but we also wanted to kind of see what was going on over there. Since Western is our current main objective, I wanted to see what's going on over in Whitestone. Minor detail, they have a lot of new infrastructure and technology. They have this thing called a train. It runs on these metal track things that go parallel to each other, and this metal train sits on top of it, and with magic energy it runs on it in a straight line at a quick speed.
Why are you saying nonsense at me? Like,
Why?
so
Yeah.
early.
Okay, never mind.
You brought us here to talk about the new transportation system.
No. I was just giving you the reason they have all that money is because they're taking it from the mine. That's not the important part, though.
That's
No,
not the
hold
money
on.
you get.
For
Hold on.
you, I guess.
Hold on. Listen, I know it sounds like I'm complaining about the mine. When we got there, Vesper was there, and she only wanted to talk to Zygon. She has been doing big things at the castle. The very few things I saw looked a lot more modern. But she went and talked to Zygon. I went off. Thea, you'll love to hear this. I actually went back to the orphanage that we dropped that baby off at back
Baby.
a year ago. Yes. I wasn't allowed to see him because they had actually given the baby into an adoption, into a family.
Even
They
Thea
get
had a
the-
kid.
Given the baby
No.
into a family.
Yep. They given the baby an adoption. Is that what you just
Gave
said?
the baby into an adoption to a family.
The baby
I
got
hope-
adopted.
I hope that
Into an
baby's
adoption.
parents can make the money for the breakfast.
They need the money for the breakfast, okay?
You say things so roundabout. and
I know,
it's
I'm
so
sorry.
Breakfast
confusing
for the
me.
baby.
The breakfast baby.
Money for the breakfast for the baby.
For the baby. The baby's doing good. It's in a family now. Apparently a relatively good family. Sounds like no abuse, all that kind of stuff.
No
Good stuff.
hags.
Braun, I'm gonna open up my bag. Braun, I went back to the meat man. I'm gonna chuck him some raw goat meat. Here you go. You and the
That's
child.
disgusting.
Well, we know Braun can't eat anything else, so I
I
thought.
know, but like,
Yeah,
The
he'll pick
edges
it
are
up with a
kinda-
resounding sigh.
The
And
edges
just,
are
like-
kind of crusty because it's
Oh.
starting to dry out.
It's in a bag. I put it in a bag. It's a crusty
keep
bag.
it cold though.
Yeah.
It was in a pocket dimension. There's not exactly oxygen.
Yeah,
there.
but you would need you'd need a bag of colding, not a bag of holding.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be able to
Like a
oxidize. It
freezer
was
bag.
it was an overnight. It wouldn't oxidize overnight.
Plus, it's from the bad side of town. How good can it be?
I don't know, but this halfling weed's
It's the
pretty
meat man.
good. Anyways, okay. I'll get to the point. You guys
So
can have
Vesper
your day.
wanted to talk to Zygon alone. I
Yes.
mean that makes sense that she's always wanted to fuck him.
Yeah. Well,
That's-
yes. It sounds.
Sadly, this is true.
Well, Anzu,
Sorry,
this,
buddy.
the only part you're gonna get excited about. Apparently, she has started dressing a lot more modern, tight leather dresses.
Like sexy Velma.
Sexy Velma.
Could you call
It's
him
not a thing in D&D. Gosh dang it.
Wait, could I minor? Can I minor image? I don't know if I can. I can't. No. Okay. Doesn't matter.
Please show me.
Oh, I could draw something pretty quickly. I
Oh
don't know.
yeah.
Maybe later. Okay.
It's gonna be a stick figure.
Let me just get to the point, okay? When Zygon came back to talk to me, he told me that Vesper had told him I tried to take the mine for myself and I was the only owner for the mine. Now, as
Yes.
much as that...
Side note, do we know about the mine?
Yeah, we've talked about it before. Because you
Okay.
guys, the last time you guys talked about it, you're like, you guys have a mine? And we're like, yeah, but we're going to use it for the guild and stuff. But okay.
And then they never did.
No, because we didn't get it. Because we didn't get anything for the mine. I was going to use it for the guild. Man. Okay, anyway. As much as that's believable... Sorry, my chair got stuck there a sec. As much as it's believable, Zygon had a copy of the contract where me and him had both actually signed it. Him and I had both signed the contract. So Vesper was lying to Zygon in some way, or she had been set up by someone else. Me and Zygon talking further, it looks
Zygon
like
and I.
a lot of the things, Zygon and I, a lot of the things that he talked to her about leads us to believe either there is someone who is working her over, or there is someone...
Phrasing.
What? Working...
Phrasing.
I know what I said, Jacob. Or she herself is, as we feared, in this governmental coup that's going on. But Whitestone is a part of this issue. Whether it's Vesper, whether it's her brothers, whether it's Vesper herself, or Vesper just being treated as if she was a pawn in the larger infrastructure of this plan. But she's already on her way to Western, with the fact that the Western's government is already a dangerous place to be. The vampire most likely is there, and as we talked about 2 days ago, our only ally, Mathis, is in Western right now. That is why I wanted to talk about this today. Do we want to try to see if we can get Mathis out of Western? I think him being there would be a bad idea. We may lose an ally if he is... Whatever happened to Vesper, it's either she's been taken advantage of, there's something controlling her, I don't know. But we're supposed to talk to her in a couple weeks, me and Zygon, and maybe I'll be able to get more information then. But I'm just saying, do we want to risk not talking to Mathis now, or should we try to get in contact with him?
I think we should contact. I mean, even if his power has, or reach has grown smaller here, he's still a very capable person, and can help us out, and would be inclined to help us out with whatever is going on.
I agree.
Saying is true.
You just tell me what you want to say to him, and I will do it.
I think just something along the lines of Mathis, we believe that Western and Whitestone governments have been compromised. You can shorten this down. We believe Western and Whitestone's governments have been compromised through our investigation. Please either be careful or go back to Amon before your upcoming meeting.
Too many words.
I'll shorten it down. Mathis. Western and Whitestone governments are...
Do we really have to say his name? He
Are-
already knows his name.
God damn it. Western and Whitestone governments are compromised. Either get out or go with some sort
Go
of...
hide. Into hiding. Say that.
No. Either go into this knowing you're going into a dark situation, or, I don't know, figure
Too many words.
something else.
What is the goal with what is the goal? What do you want?
We
Stop
need
them
Mathis to get out of Western, whether he goes to the meeting or not. He needs to get out of Western without being taken over or taken advantage of or killed. Just overall, we need him out of Western after or before the meeting in the same mental state he's in now.
When is the meeting again?
Within the next week. She
Few days.
left yesterday, so
Yeah.
the next couple days to a week at the most. Other than that, I'm not gonna lie, And once again, you guys have the next day to do whatever you want. I just want you to think about this maybe in your free time if you have it. Allies wise, we have now lost Whitestone. We cannot trust Whitestone 100%, and I don't think it's a good place to go to for an ally. And
I mean, her brother shot me. I never trusted them that much to begin with.
That's true, but I just want you guys to remember our allies at this point are Amon in a small sense, because Amon is a big city and has many, many groups of people, and we can only trust a couple of them.
You can't say Amon are our allies. That means nothing.
No,
Yeah,
I meant
allies
like
within Amon.
allies in Amon, like a
Like
small
the Slayers
group.
take
The Flagon Slayers, the Slayers take, and
the rest of our guild.
some
Mathis.
governmental figures.
Mathis. We have Mathis. And
We've got some allies in Anoa. We've got the Sphinx and maybe a couple groups. Maybe. And the last one would most likely be Singorn if we decide to bring them in to this. And that is if Singorn has... That's if their government hasn't already been taken advantage of too. I personally believe no one's focusing on the elves. The elves have too much history, they have too much power, and if they can control the more human or humanoid cities that don't include a race like the elves, then they'll outnumber the elves.
Maybe
10 to 1, 100 to 1, we don't know. So they don't. I don't
Maybe.
think they need Singorn.
maybe that's why this vision we're hearing about is of Singorn burning, not being trolled.
That's actually
maybe,
very true.
but I feel like
Well, you said you saw...
part 3 of the prophecy was also all the major cities in Tal'Dorei burned to the ground.
Which city do you think they're going to start with if they're already in 3 of the major cities that span from Amon, Western, and Whitestone?
Who said they had to go in order?
Well, they don't have to
Would
go in
be all
order,
at once.
but I'm saying if they're already... If we know one's definitely in Amon, and we know almost for sure one's in Western, and we know they're using Whitestone, whether Vesper's in it or not, that only leaves a couple of the smaller cities to the north and Singorn to the south as the major cities, and that's it. You've got Kaimal, you've got Singorn. Dwarves, I mean, dwarves are greedy enough. They could pay off a dwarven city. Singorn, that's the thing that I'm saying. We need their ally. We need them as our allies because elves are a lot smarter than many other races when it comes to this situation.
Okay. So it's a lot. Gonna take the day.
Yep.
Soak it all into my noggin.
Okay.
Gonna get up and go.
Okay. Yeah, you guys once again take the day. Mathis's meeting is not for at least another 2 days. So if you want to think about it, that is our number 1 goal right now. Number 1, Mathis. We need to get him out of Western either before or after the meeting. Number 2, I don't think they're going to attack Singorn right away. I think if anyone's going to attack Singorn, it's going to be closer to the Calamity. It's going to be closer to the time when they have more power. They're much more ready. But I think Singorn would be a good one to go and talk to. Maybe even go to Singorn after Vasselheim. I don't know. I'm not saying that for sure.
Thia's face is very...
Yep. Okay, alright. You guys have a good day. We all have our own things to do. I'm gonna head out and I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of your day.
Goodbye.
See you guys.
See ya.
I'll go ahead and send a message to Mathis. Let me make sure I get the right amount of words, though.
Numbers, math. Who said that you never use math?
Oh, if she's sending a message right now, I'll just kind of chill there, like kind of preparing some stuff before I leave, just so that I can see if he says anything back, or what he says back, I should say.
And I guess while Braun is hanging out there too, I wanted to look at my my smithing book and see if there was anything similar to what I witnessed the other night or the last night from that drow, like a smithing technique or something that's explained there.
Make an investigation check.
Ooh, 20, not natural.
Okay. So you begin flipping through. There's really no mention of drow. There is a few mentions on glass forging, but it's very rudimentary, and it appears that this book was written when glass forging was still theorized more than it was practiced.
Okay.
As you get to the back of the book, you start noticing some of the pages are kind of stuck together towards the middle back, probably like the last 20 pages. Like 2 pages are stuck together in that area.
Okay, is there any way to... Are they just, like, kind of stuck there, or is it, like, start pulling and it starts
If you start
tearing?
pulling, it's going to tear, yeah.
Okay, is this another thing that's, like, magically sealed in some nature? Because I think there was something
Possibly,
like that
yeah.
before. Okay. I'll just look at it and see if if it is, like, fact magical by nature, I guess. Just kind of poke and prod at it a little bit without actually trying to tear it.
It would stand to reason that it's magical in nature.
Okay.
There's no like glue. You can't find any adhesive.
Right. I'll just keep that in mind for now and wait until... I guess Anzu's in the room, isn't he?
He is.
With us. Anzu, can you take a look at this for a second? Is there I think we've looked inside the book before and discovered there was some sort of magical seal on the pages, and I'm kind of curious about this one.
I'm gonna crack my knuckles and get to looking.
Yeah, it is somehow magically sealed.
Cast
But yeah, go ahead.
knock.
So you cast knock on pages of paper, and you see this configuration of symbols appear on the page and kind of lock into place,
Intriguing.
and they just glow faintly.
Okay, could I try to pull on
Make
the pages a little
make
bit?
an Arcana check.
Okay. 27.
So this is a very advanced arcane lock, but it's written in a script that you haven't seen before. And you see this symbol within the lock. You see a symbol of a woman, or at least the top half of a woman. The bottom half is this spindly looking spider.
It's an arcane lock. Can I unlock it with knock?
For some reason, it's not unlocking now.
You
You see that the outer ring breaks, but the inner ring is holding strong.
spell
that
magic.
symbol appeared.
Mm-hmm. The spell magic does nothing. It doesn't do anything.
It's a fucking puzzle, probably. All right, I'm gonna. Can I like dig deeper into it, or
Make a history check or a religion check.
25?
So, you've heard the scary stories. You've heard the tales that they tell children at night. But this figure seems familiar. This is Loth, the drow goddess queen, however you want to say
Spider
it.
Queen.
Yeah, she is the mother of all spiders.
It's called Icky.
Burn it. Burn it all.
Do I know how to unlock it?
No. You've never seen this kind of lock before.
The mother of all spiders.
Well, Ron, what you have here is something that I don't know.
What is it about it that you don't know?
I've just never seen a lock like this before. I've used a couple spells on it. I guess I could try one more. I'll cast Comprehend Languages and try to read the rune.
Let me see here. This might be a workaround. So the spell does not decode secret messages in a text or a glyph, such as an arcane sigil that isn't part of a written language.
Do I?
It doesn't work. This isn't.
Do I
It's not written in a language. It's written in more of a. It's more magic, like base magic.
Am I able to see the emblem there?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
thing.
Everyone can see it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, do you know what that is in that rune or whatever in the center? What is that symbol?
Do I know?
Well, yeah, it was
Yeah,
the
you know.
loath.
Yeah, you know
Oh,
that's Loth.
It's
Yeah.
Loth, the Spider Queen.
Do I know that by word?
Hearsay.
Okay,
and,
yeah,
word
okay.
of mouth. It's a story you tell your kids to scare them to go to bed. She's a giant spider lady who lives under the earth, and yeah.
Well, there was
Some think she's a goddess, others don't.
there was some other weird hidden things going on with this. Can I? First of all, can I take that page out of the book, or the 2 pages that are stuck together out without, like, am I able to? I guess.
You would damage the book.
Well, I've taken pages from it before. I have something in mind, and I don't want to ruin the rest of it. Or would
yeah,
the
you'd have to
lock
make-
keep it in place? That
You'd have
the
to make a
spell-
sleight of hand check to try and even remove it.
Okay. Well then, I guess so. Here's my train of thought is, I have I basically want to put some liquid on it, but I need to know if I'm gonna be forced to just like dump the whole thing on there, or if I can just like put a couple of drops or something on there and see what it does.
And if it would ruin the rest of the book.
Right. Well, yeah, because I don't want to ask you straight up like, will this do something? But it's more of just me not wanting to ruin the rest of the book. Braun not wanting.
I mean, you could try dropping some water or something on it.
Okay.
You just have to be really careful.
Well, I have a like a poison vial, and I wanted to put a couple of drops on that and see if that does something for it, because there's been weird tricks to this stuff before.
Yeah, so you pour it on there, and it just kind of beads up on the lock, and it just slides off the page.
Oh. Well,
Good try. Good try.
interesting. I will have to figure this out.
Hmm.
I guess, has Abby figured out her message?
I did.
Okay.
So I will message Mathis. I'll say, we have reason to believe Western and Whitestone have been compromised. Keep me updated on your well-being as you head to the meeting. Be careful. That's exactly 25.
If she wrote it
Okay,
down.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
God damn it, not again.
Oh, this is some bullshit.
It happened last time. I tried to do this.
Mathis. Damn it, Mathis.
18.
Okay. 18. It gets through.
Oh,
You know that it gets through. You don't have any feedback or anything.
Oh, good. Thank God.
thank
hurt
you,
last time.
Lord.
Rude.
You get a response too. So you sit there for a few minutes, and then you hear, well aware of problems, trying to deal with it. Keep me posted, and I will do the same.
Love. Succinct. Simple. Perfect.
And with that message out of the way, we're going to take a little short break. Welcome back, everybody. All right, so you have all still been gathered for this meeting that Animas called, and Thea has just received a message back from Mathis.
I'm gonna look at Animus and tell him. Said he's well aware and working on it. Then I'm gonna turn around and leave.
Okay.
I was
As
leaving
you're getting
anyway.
dressed.
Huh?
I was
getting
like
dressed.
kind of on my way
Okay.
out the door also, so we'll just walk down together, I guess.
Just look at Braun and. Oh,
Oh, and then I'm gonna
Bye.
run back up the stairs and be like, Braun, can we train later?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool, and then I'm gonna go.
Can I go back to that magic store really quick?
Which one?
Well, I have
kid.
his card. Don't we have to like burn it and then he?
Yeah, that's the problem. It's a limited thing.
Is he still there? Is he still out there? It's only been like
You
He
could go
disappeared when
check.
we left, didn't he?
Yeah, the tank disappeared, and then you guys saw him when Lochnar fought Farum again. He was around.
he might still be around then.
I'll burn him.
Or wait, no. When you guys were going to see the Platinum Dragon Sanctuary, you saw him again.
I'll burn
and he
it
had
and
his cube Bartholomew.
try to go to.
All right, so you, and then as the arcane dust settles, you see a figure emerge from the cloud, and he comes in. Did you have question?
Oh,
More so a product. That I.
Well, I have lots of products.
Yes. Why don't we go somewhere more secret?
Okay. And
See.
he goes, and this doorway opens up in front of you. After you, good sir.
Thank you. I'll walk in.
Do you want to come too? He points to you, Bron.
Yeah.
All right. He makes the door bigger so that you can go through it. So you guys go through. You are now in his magical shop that is who knows how many stories tall.
I'm looking for something that will force someone to do what you say.
Ooh, spooky.
Yes.
Okay, what do you have in mind?
just the spell command then?
Well, is there a spell? Or maybe an object?
Spell command.
Well, let me see here. And he magically, a book that is huge appears in front of him on a lectern, and he starts flipping through it. What kind of wanting them to do stuff that you tell them to do?
It has to be very specific, more so with killing someone. Or at least stalking them.
Ooh, even spookier.
Very spooky.
Okay. Please follow me.
I follow.
Okay, he takes you
Now
to
do it.
this. He takes you to this doorway, and you see the doors slide open. This is a very old-timey elevator. Sorry, people downstairs. I just threw like half of my books on the floor. Not even thinking.
Their fault for
Okay.
being below.
It's their fault for being downstairs. Be nice to
Broder is showing.
Brother doesn't care about neighbors, bro. They're not making enough gains. Okay.
Oh my god.
So you step in, he presses a button, and the elevator begins to move up. Okay, so I need you to be a little bit more specific. So, you're wanting to tell someone to kill someone?
Sure. That's.
Your
Well,
words, not mine, bro.
I,
I have questions?
you've seen all the futures. You know what I'm going to use it for.
I don't know if in good conscience I can sell that to you.
Does that mean you do something bad with it, Anzu?
Oh boy.
Not too bad, I guess.
Well, let's put it this way. What are you wanting to use this for?
I need to force someone to do what they need to do if they decide to chicken out.
The door's open. He walks through. His claws clink together. And as you guys are walking through, you see you're on like a sub-level. Like it's not even a floor. It's like a sub-level of the building. Like you're at the top of the building and then there's a new building. It is weird. It's kind of like what's the paintings that like go forever? What are those called?
I'm not sure.
Infinity?
You know, like the
Just like
stairs
an
that go in
optical
all
illusion.
different directions. Yeah, they're specifically called something.
I don't know.
Maybe
I have
chat
nothing.
knows. But anyway, yeah, it seems as though this place is infinite, at least in some way. Does chat know? Please, chat. Let me down.
Chat could not
I
be
bet
quieter.
Google knows.
Yeah, tonight's a quiet chat night.
Yeah,
That's
but
okay.
you guys are passing, like you pass these giant shelves with armor. This for giants, like there's giant-sized armor racks. Just basically anything you could want. And then he walks up to this small door. Okay, so let's hypothetically say I had something that would do that. Hypothetical.
Hypothetically, how much is it?
Well, you come inside and take a look.
Oh boy.
And the door is barely big enough for Anzu to fit through. He has to crawl, like Frederick has to crawl through it. I'm sorry, big cat friend Braun, but I don't think you can fit through here unless you would be willing for me to shrink you. Wait. So he touches you, and he casts the reduce spell on you. So now you are 3 feet tall, and you're almost eye level. You're like eye level with him. You're like a tiny, like you're kitten sized.
Is Anzu still shorter than me?
Barely, yes.
I
Fuck
breathe
yeah.
a sigh of relief.
Look, you're tiny now. Yay! Anyway, okay, go on through. So he opens the door, and you guys crawl through here. It's very dark in here. You can hardly see in front of you. And you seemingly crawl for 5 minutes. I mean, it's a while. And then he opens the door up. And, okay, so don't tell your bird friend that I have this place.
Sounds good.
Okay. So he opens the door, and the chill that hits you is to your bones. It is I guess it's bone chilling. Yeah.
Appropriate.
I'm talking like Caleb.
You are.
Um,
It chills the
Chills you
bones.
to the bone.
Jacob. To
Yeah.
the bone,
So-
Jacob.
to the bone. So you guys look around, and everything is in shadows, and darkness. You guys have entered the Shadowfell. Okay, so I may or may not, hypothetically, keep my really bad stuff in quotation marks, here.
Huh, by any chance, have you seen a finger?
Oh no! Except maybe I did. Have I? Maybe before, or maybe
Huh,
later.
Let me know.
I don't know.
Anyway, where is this thing?
Well, it's over, and you see, there's this like the background looks normal, and as you get closer, you see this sheet that's covering a stone dais that looks like wherever you're looking from, it looks like what is where it should be. You know what I mean? Like it's an optical illusion. And it's kind of like invisible. It's yeah. So he lifts it up, and you see these three objects that are sitting on this table. So you see this helmet that it is a helmet that goes full on over the head, like cutting off like right under the nose. No nose holes, no eye holes, no ear holes. It's just like a thing. It's like a bucket basically.
Okay.
And then you see this small rhombus-shaped stone about the size of a thumbnail. And then you see this jar. There's just a jar, and on the inside of the jar is just blackness.
So I see three. Which one? That's what I
Which
need.
one do you think it is?
Ron's writing in his book during all this, like taking in everything around him.
Just point at a random one.
Okay, roll a d4.
Two.
Okay, you point at the small stone. No, that's not it.
Tell me.
Huh?
Well, are you going to tell me?
Well, it's one of these other two.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'll point at the other one. The jar.
Which other one? Oh, that's not the jar. You owe me a gold.
I'll point at the helmet.
Yep, that's it.
Thank you, Frederick.
Uh-huh.
How much is it?
It is. Let me do some math here. 100,000.
Yes, I should have mentioned this is a one-time use thing. I need something
yeah,
that's
it
one time.
explodes.
Oh, great. So, great. It explodes the head. Just what thank you.
Uh-huh.
What are you thinking? No, that's not what I need.
Well, that's what I have.
Just, I mean, don't you have something, a scroll or something, a ring?
Nope. Death commands are kind of a hard thing to
I
make.
was about to say.
Well,
if-
it's not really, it's more of a suggestion, or...
Oh
Oh, if it's just a suggestion, that doesn't change anything.
my god. Anzu's like, why don't you just have something that can tell me how to tell someone how to kill someone, okay?
No, because
It should be
command
so
only tells
easy.
you very basic stuff. Command only tells
Yeah,
you
but you're
like,
asking for a spell that literally just overtakes someone's mind so that they can kill someone. That is not a
for
normal
like 10
thing.
seconds or
That is a-
something.
Do
That
with
is a
Dom and
deity-
What
Luke.
can happen in
That
10
is a
seconds?
deity, or
Ah,
you're
okay,
asking
how
for
about-
something that is not realistic in the game.
Things have limits, Hunter.
There are limits in D&D. You can't just become
Now
a god
Andrew's
with...
That's
gonna
what
make
makes it
this
fun.
spell. Now Andrew's gonna make this spell. Just be like, follow
You'd
me.
have to be a deity to make a spell that powerful.
How about let me? Is there anything here to help me make spells?
Oh well, I've got some parchment and some magical ink.
I'm sure you do. Do you have maybe a little workbench or something, like a pop-up workbench, like a tiny one, and then it pops up and boom, workbench.
Why did you make me come all the way to the Shadowfell? I hate this place. It's so dark.
We didn't know
Well,
it was
you're
in the
trying to make my
Shadowfell.
head explode, so.
That's true. And he pats you on the head because you're shorter than him.
This is one
Okay.
of those one does not simply moments.
One does not simply walk into Mordor.
No, one does not simply create a spell that can take over someone's mind to kill someone in D&D.
I'll make one.
Vecna took
Okay, follow
years to
me.
become a deity.
A spell crafting workbench.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got one of those. I've also got a portable one for sale.
Yes, I like that. Where is it?
Ooh, a sale. Okay. So he leads you back through the Shadowfell door.
Just
Okay.
casually.
Follow me, and he leads you through the store, eventually getting to the workbench / craftsman table areas. So there's a miniature forge here. There's miniature woodworking, glass blowing, like all the whole shebang of hobbies. Stone masonry, all that stuff. And it's like little compact benches. All right, let me start going. Yep, okay, found it. And he pulls out this small box. Okay, this is it.
Hey, I'm gonna try and use it. Boom.
Oh, you have to use magic to open it.
I'll use magic to open it.
Yay! Okay. So it in front of you, and it's about a 6-foot wide table with a bunch of different vials and papers, and there's like a board that you can like put sequences of spells up. There's books on ciphers, all of that.
You said ciphers?
Okay. Yeah, there's different ciphers in there, yeah.
I'll look at Braun. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. How much is it?
Well, this is one of my more high-end craftsman tables. So we'll say 600 gold.
5.
That seems cheap.
I do remember that you like bartering. 600.
4.
600.
600. Sure.
Yay! I love bartering.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Okay. Just take it downstairs. Flo will process it for ya.
Braun, what did you need?
Well, I mean, since we've got him here, I'm gonna show him that locked page in the book and see if he knows about that.
I had seen this before. Or have I? Wait, do I see it later? Is this the first time I see it? I don't.
Do you know how to open it, whether you've seen it or not?
I do.
Now or later? Could you tell us?
Nope.
Could you tell us why you can't tell us?
Nope.
Oh,
Well, I guess I kind of can. I have been sworn to secrecy
By who?
by them.
And who is them?
Oh, them's not that important.
Can I make an insight check on the sworn to secrecy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Shit, that's a 9.
I mean, you know of these
Yeah.
secret weird cult things. It's probably
Yeah.
true.
He's hard to get a read on since he's may or may not be 1,000, 10,000 years old, whatever.
Well, at least he didn't try to blow your head off.
That's true.
I did not try to do that. You were the one that wanted to buy that.
But you were
Still,
about to tell us why you can't tell us how to open it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I saw this lock on a tomb that I was shown to by some very scary people. And they said, we'll show you how to do this, but you can't tell anybody or we'll kill you. And that was a while ago.
Yeah, they may be dead, or like I mean, you're so
Oh,
powerful already.
these are the kind of people that don't die.
Oh.
But I'm just not the kind of person that would know this sort of thing.
Well, maybe
I don't-
you could like write it down somewhere, and then we could stumble upon that. And there, you're not telling us. You also don't want to forget the information.
Well, I feel like, they would, no, you would have to go into the basement to learn how to do that, if you know what I'm saying.
You have a basement?
does that mean we're
Oh,
going to
I
the
have a
basement?
lot of basements. Actually, well, the basement's under renovation right now, so you can't go down there.
What about your Heidi tool, where no one can hear us? Your buddies here.
Nah, doesn't work.
No.
These people know things. But I
So
would
when-
go check under there, but be careful because it gets pretty dark.
Okay. I think I see what's going on here. He's locked up tight, Andrew. I don't think we're gonna get the info from him.
I
man
told
of his
you guys,
word.
sworn to secrecy. I can't
Yeah.
tell you as much
Very
as I
honorable.
want
I
to.
respect that. More than Animas could say.
Again, don't tell him about the door to the. Don't tell him about.
Yeah.
Well, Braun, looks like we're going on a field trip.
Okay. And Braun is still just like taking in everything. Like, how is he still under that shrink spell or whatever?
Yeah, it lasts an hour or so.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. It's either an hour or 10 minutes. Hang on.
10 minutes.
Okay, yeah, it's 10 minutes.
Okay.
So it's
Probably
almost
about
over.
over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just taking in the world as a little person.
Well, do you have any more questions or concerns or comments or inquiries?
I think I do.
I think we're fine. It's always a pleasure seeing you, Frederick.
And I look forward to seeing you again. Probably. I don't know. I don't know if I will. Or will I? Maybe. I don't know. Anyway.
We'll say yes.
This guy.
Yeah.
Well, I know I see you later. Maybe. Is that you? That isn't you.
Is he referring to
Anyway.
me?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe my head does blow up.
Maybe you
I'm
will
gonna
have
take
to
one.
buy that helmet thing.
Does that mean we're going to the basement?
The basement's closed for renovation.
Well,
I think it just needs to be dark out. We need a dark place, I'm whispering. Because the drow are dark. They like darkness, so does their queen, like a spider.
I'm not catching your drift, Braun. I thought we were going to the basement.
You
I'm
guys
a
are
little
saying
worried.
this as you walk to the counter.
Takes things quite literally.
Mm-hmm.
You give Flo the 600 gold for the portable spell crafting table.
Yep, sir.
And a door opens next to you guys. You walk through and you are back in your room. A little bit of time has passed, probably about 20 minutes. Braun, you are normal sized again.
Oof. Weird.
Love to see it.
Well, I'm going to go make some political friends, since apparently we have to wait till night.
Just has to be dark.
Yeah, well,
We could go under the bed for all that matters.
oh, okay, well, I'll cast Reduce on Braun. Like you're
Aw.
coming to my pity hole.
Not again.
Got him.
Ron, you are once again 3 feet tall.
Okay. He's dramatic, but I don't care.
You can always go into a room and blow out the candle.
But it's still like the middle of the day, though.
Braun
Yeah,
and
it's
I
like
are gonna
Pick a room
crawl
that
under the bed.
Pick a room that doesn't have windows.
Okay.
Shh,
you
don't
two
take this
crawl
away
under
from
the-
us.
You two crawl under the bed like it's a slumber party.
Yes.
You're like,
Now
"No,
what do we
catch
do?"
us here.
Pull out the book and open to the page.
The rune's still there. It still glows.
With complete darkness. It should have worked.
Well, maybe it has to be a certain time in the night.
Maybe,
Could do
yeah,
a little
maybe.
stakeout.
Well, this is our last night, so I guess that stands to reason we should get together tonight and kick back, have a nice meal. Or at least you guys can have a nice meal.
Yes. Well. I think I'm gonna try and find some new guild members while I'm here.
That's not a bad idea.
So,
Wonder what they're doing.
Animas and Thea, as you two are walking down the stairs while you hear Frederick's voice in the room above you,
Weird.
the door to the Squealing Pig bursts
Oh dear
open
God.
Oh no.
Oh,
as a armor-clad, bloody paladin walks in, strutting his stuff with his sword and shield on his back, followed closely behind by an apathetic drow elf rogue and a plucky young dwarf sorceress.
Paladin of what? Of who?
Make a
can you
religion
tell?
check.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say, what paladin is that? What is it? A paladin?
15.
Paladin, a rogue, and a sorcerer.
Okay, cool.
15.
Yeah.
You see the symbol is the platinum dragon symbol.
Oh, damn.
Everybody here's the same. No, nobody's
We're
interested.
kind of in that section.
Yeah, you're in the northern part of the Quad Roads, which is near where the Platinum
Yeah.
Sanctuary and stuff
That's fair.
Yeah.
is. Yet another successful battle! And then you hear the drow of, I don't really know how successful it was. I mean, you kind of almost died. Yes, but it was a story for the ages! He sits down, wipes some of the blood off. You see the sorcerer kind of clean it off with magic. Barkeep, 3 ales, please.
I'm gonna look over at the. He didn't even ask for the seasonal ales.
That is
And then,
just you. You're the
as
only
you-
one who wants them.
As you say that, the paladin hears you. It says,
Aw.
"The pumpkin ones, please."
It's spring.
He's getting them in
It is.
before they're out of
You
work,
know.
In the fantasy world,
They had a
that's
little.
springtime pumpkin.
They overstocked a little bit.
Yeah, they. You know when you go to the back of your fridge and you find a pumpkin ale in the back, you're like, should I really drink that or should I dump it and throw it away and wait till next season? This guy's
No.
just drinking it.
Brave.
Can't imagine he
Gives
thought
3
anything crazy.
ales.
Wonder if they drink it at Christmas if it's pumpkin Yale.
Oh my god.
I want to grab.
Leave right now.
Get out!
That was a bad joke.
Thea, what's your plans for the day?
I was gonna grab some breakfast, and then.
Do you have the
do a
money
little
for the breakfast though?
Yes, I have the money for the breakfast, Jacob.
Stop!
I earned the money for the breakfast.
Stop it!
Like I knew you were saying, like,
Oh.
make the money from the breakfast rush, but you just stopped.
Oh man.
You didn't keep going.
It's the breakfast or the dinner. Which one are you gonna have? Are you gonna have? That's
I
it.
just want
Money
the
are you
breakfast.
making
I
it
just
for?
want the
I
breakfast.
want the breakfast. Barkeep, the breakfast.
I'm
please.
just. I don't feel like it's as bad as you guys are making it sound.
You sounded silly.
Like if you're going to like some like McDonald's or something, you're gonna like, are you gonna go there for the breakfast or the dinner? Like
No,
which
but you
one?
said no, but she was leaving my room.
Yeah,
and
she's
you
going to
said-
get ready for the breakfast. The breakfast. The breakfast
The breakfast? That's no.
compared to the lunch or the dinner. I don't feel like it's.
I don't go into work, and I
I don't
I
actually
go into work
say
saying,
that.
I'm ready for the lunch.
I don't actually say that. That was just something I like put in as Animas. Like
Oh,
it's
man.
not an unknown or like
I'm going in for the dinner shift.
Gotta make that money for the dinner.
for the dinner.
Oh man.
yeah,
Anyway.
it's like you said for, not from, like from the breakfast shift or something. It's just that there was a few missteps and it was
She
enough.
has to get ready
to
for
deserve
the
this.
breakfast. The breakfast. That's it.
So she can eat breakfast?
No, she has to get ready for the breakfast. Oh my god, never mind. We're not.
No,
I
but you said make
understand my
money for the
mistakes.
breakfast.
Next time I'll add in shift at the end of that sentence.
Just finish your sentences. That's all I'm asking.
Oh my god. Thea, you gonna sit down for the breakfast?
I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
Are you feeling like sitting down for the breakfast?
I'll indulge in this. Sure. Why not?
You guys
I'm
sit
just-
down at a table, and the bartender comes over. What do you have?
The breakfast.
Okay, what do you want for the breakfast?
I didn't say it, Jacob. I just.
Uh,
Would it be weird if I got eggs?
That's entirely up to you.
Yeah.
But I'll take some eggs
I'll
and
have
maybe a
some
pancake.
Fruit, please.
okay. Is that all?
Yeah.
Anything to drink?
I'll
Yeah.
start my day sober.
Just some water.
We'll see where it leads.
Thirsty.
So he goes off, getting your breakfast ready because he has to cook it.
I heard you're gonna train with Braun today.
Yeah.
So-
Just figure we don't usually have a lot of time.
No, yeah, it's a good idea. I think getting ready for the next couple of months.
Breakfast.
Yeah, starting off getting ready with some good training. You know, that's not a bad idea. I'm thinking about talking to the Baylor, or trying.
Oh.
Well, it's been a sec since I've heard from him, and I don't really want him to show up at an inopportune time. So I'd rather just kind of get with him now and see what's going on, you know? I still have the next name he wants me to get, and I'm not really sure where he is on this whole Calamity thing. I'm assuming, after talking with Flagon, he may be wanting the Calamity, and Fraz may not, so...
I mean, these higher beings seem to jump in and out of our lives as they please.
Yeah.
A little over it.
Well, speaking of that, Thea, I know you're struggling a little bit with all the stuff it's still pretty fresh.
Mm.
I definitely don't think you should hold the Moonweaver too accountable as an evil actor in this situation, you know, because I mean,
Not
have
about
have have your own feelings, you know. I'm not gonna say don't feel your own way, but if there was a demon involved, I mean, those things, you know, they take away a lot from life, especially if you give portions of your life, and you know a little bit about my backstory with that, so I just want to make sure you know. Maybe don't go too hard or drift too far away.
I mean, I would blame the demon that life a little bit more than the Moonweaver, but that doesn't mean I can't be frustrated
No,
with
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yep. Feel your own
Mhm.
way. Speaking of which, uh, conversation with the Raven Queen went pretty well. I took your advice. The Raven Queen also she works a little differently. I don't think she really cares about who I worshipped before, because realistically, when we die, we go to her anyway. So like,
She's an unavoidable.
yeah. But at the same time, I think she's also someone or something we should definitely be aware of, maybe give some sort of prayer to in the future before we get into any situations come the time we need to go into the Shadowfell. I don't know, but if you could just hold me accountable, maybe to talk to her here and there, just a couple times before we go back.
Maybe while we're here, you should go visit the temple. A lot.
Oh, a lot seems like a lot, though, you know?
Mm.
I don't. I've got the Baylor in my head.
I mean, do you want him there?
Not, not entirely.
Then find something else.
It's not easy to get out of this deal. I'm not gonna lie. I've looked at this in a lot of ways because I was trying to help Zygon, and then I got myself into the own situation. And I also don't think that the power is that bad. I mean, he is gonna probably try to help me and us.
Do you know that?
Well, just the way
Has
that
he ever said that?
technically, yes. Technically, that's our deal. He gives me the power and will help me in ways of defeating the underlings of Osmodius in the Shadowfell, as long as I keep my contract with him, as well as not killing us. I don't know. It's one of those weird contracts, you know, and that's why I'm kind of scared for Zygon's contract. He hasn't told me much about it, and you know.
I feel like you speak really abstractly about power, but I don't know what the Baylor could give you that you can't get from your druidic studies and abilities.
You're not wrong. I think you were right when we talked yesterday. I've been jumping at opportunities that just seem like the best way to get power quickly, and I can't really help myself because I'm slightly desperate, but I don't know.
Just you seemed like you had a pretty clear goal, do your Aramente, and now you're throwing in the Baylor, the Raven Queen. I'm just not really sure what your goal is.
Well, the Aramente is still definitely my main goal in...
Then what does throwing in all this other stuff help you with?
I don't know, the
I
Baylor...
feel like it only distracts.
So you're saying I should cut them both out?
Mainly the Baylor. The Raven Queen could be good for you.
The Raven Queen may just be something that...
But she doesn't have to give you anything. That can just be separate.
I know. I don't trust the Baylor. It's not like I trust him. And it's not like I trust any higher being right now. It's like you said, they just kind of jump in and out when they want. And I don't... As soon as I can get rid of the Baylor, I'd rather just not have one right now. And then when I die, depending on what happens, maybe I maybe I just go back to the Raven Queen and that's it. But I don't know.
Yeah, complicated.
It is. I mean, the Baylor, he was just something in the time that I felt was the thing to do. It was one of those high intensity situations, all of us in a room together with a demonic being, and I feel like I've seen the power of demonic beings many times before and just throughout my life, more than a lot of us in the group. So I thought that the deal would just kind of stop us from having to deal with something. So
Give up a few magic items.
maybe, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. It would here. My question to you here though is, would Anzu have done it?
No, but that's his own problem.
He asked Anzu for magical items, and he did not want to give it.
I mean, again, like I told you,
It was a tough situation.
just making decisions without consulting the group.
We don't have to reminisce on it. It was a bad decision.
Your breakfast is served, and he throws it in front of you.
Thank you.
Well, I'll try to go forward thinking more about my main goal. I know the druidic powers are powerful, and if I can continue focusing on that, I may be able to get rid of a lot of other things. So
it's just up to you and what you want, but not to say I don't understand why you're struggling. I just don't understand the temptation, because demons seem to be far more trouble than they will ever be worth.
let me ask you a question then. When you were in that mind fuck that is a demonic presence over your mind, did he ever try to offer you a deal?
Yeah.
And what did you do?
Said no. Several times.
Well,
I would say over like 200 times, just for
Yeah.
clarification here. Hundreds of times.
I think he promised to make me, I don't know, I think he wanted to rule the world, rule this mortal plane. Queen of the world. I really don't know. He's really vague, and there's no part of me that wants to be that powerful. I don't know what I would do with that. And it doesn't serve me to be that powerful. I don't think I deserve that over anyone else, and I don't want the weight of other people's lives on my hands. I'm not interested in that. And yeah, that's that.
I think you're stronger than I would have been. I guarantee you're stronger than I would have been. I don't think that. I would have at least considered it. I
mean, I thought about it for sure, but I mean,
look at me now, and look at you now. Who's the one who has a demon currently?
Imagine if I came out of there having said yes. I mean, who's going to listen to me and follow me and let me lead them into what? I don't even know. I don't know what his plans were.
I mean, I still would have.
I have no interest in following through. I've got other things I'm worried about. It's just things far bigger than me that I don't want to meddle in. We're meddling in far too much as is.
I think it's not even meddling at this point. I think we're on a path that only our group has been able to try to stop. There's too many things that have come into play, too many things on a straight line that we've taken that have kind of
Mm-hmm.
brought us into it. And I mean, if a choice came down to a point and you chose a certain way, I would probably still trust you depending on which way you went. I mean, it's one of those things, like, I'm not sitting here, at least right now, feeling like I want to be under the Baylor's power. I'm not, and if people can trust me when I say I'm not evil, at least I don't think I am, and I was just doing it in a moment of knowing I needed more power and felt like I needed to help the group in a time that we just didn't really know what was going on, then I would enjoy that. But I don't know. You're definitely stronger than I am when it comes to something mentally taxing as a deal or some sort of curiosity that a higher power can give. I think you're stronger than the rest of the group when it comes to that. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know about that, but
Well, I mean, that's just something you now have to work on, whether you fix things up with the Moonweaver or leave her. I don't know. But
I don't think I'll ever do that. But just focusing on other strengths of mine right now.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna go see if I can get this conversation underway. See what happens. I'll let you know. But I'm gonna grab an apple. Good luck training with Braun, and I'll see you later.
Have a good day.
So Braun, you finish with Frederick and you come down the stairs. You see Thea and Animas finish their conversation. As Animas leaves, chewing on an apple.
I'll wave at Braun.
Oh,
No.
Roger. What's up?
Finishing breakfast. What do you have planned for the day?
Well, I've got to see the kids off later.
You're more than welcome to do that alone, but if you want a friend, happy to come with you.
that. We'll see. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around everything. Been just stumbling across them in the first place. It's a lot to happen really fast.
Been a weird few days.
Yeah.
A lot all at once.
But besides that, there's not really anything going on.
Well, you just let me know when you're free to train then.
Yeah, I figured, I think it'd be a good idea for everybody to kind of get together tonight, even, and just everybody talk about kind of what's been going on with them the past couple of days, or just relax for the night. No, the last night of no crazy pressing matters to deal with.
Yeah, I'd like that. 'Cause even when we say no business, 2 days to relax, Animus does find a way to just bring up business. And it makes me not relaxed.
Yeah, he's a little straight-laced.
Nothing wrong with it, though. I understand the urgency.
Yeah, I think that's kind of in his nature with everything that's going on with him. He's just wanting to get back home. And the faster we deal with these things, the faster he can do that.
Understandable. I'm just so tired.
Yeah.
So tired.
Yeah, now seems like everybody's gonna be at war with each other, and we've got to deal with and dragons and
Yeah. Figure we're not gonna get much of a break soon. Take it where I can get it.
but yeah, I'll try and find you whenever you get ready,
Sounds like a plan.
or I'm ready.
I'll leave some money on the table for my food. How much do you think it would be, Jacob?
Maybe 3 silver. Not a lot.
Okay. I'll leave like 6.
I probably would have left some too.
Thea always tips well, man. She's a good tipper.
I'll throw a gold on the table on my way
He's
out.
been alive a long time.
Oh,
He's probably
Animas is one-upping.
You already left, buddy. You already left.
I would have
He
left
runs back
something.
in, flips it on the table,
Yeah.
runs out.
I run in, take a bite of my apple, look straight at the end, flip the gold on the table, and run back out.
He is like 103. She's definitely had to be a waitress at some point in her life.
I didn't know how much the breakfast cost, so I just left a gold on the table because I had no idea anyways, so.
And then I will get up and go about my day. I have a few things to do, but it's 9:08, so I don't know if we're gonna keep going or not.
We can keep going a little bit. Anzu, what are you doing?
I'm gonna be doing a talent search for potential guild members.
Okay.
Talent show.
That sounds like okay. And
Put up
so,
posters.
Thea, what do you want to do?
Well, I'm gonna go buy some health potions because I don't think I have a lot of those. Easy
Okay.
peasy. Yeah, I literally have just one left, so I want to buy some of those. Like
Okay.
few graders, maybe like I don't remember how much everything costs.
Like 50, 100, 500 or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's increments of 50, but don't quite remember.
Yeah, I need to get another too.
We're in a new
I have-
city. Jacob can make up some sort of.
Yeah.
I just hate
Like,
how
while
the
Corey's
DMG
not
doesn't
here.
tell you like any prices. It's
I love
super
that we
annoying.
just do this every time where
I
we
know.
are like we should write this down
write
for
this
future reference.
Yeah.
down.
I feel like I did.
I'm gonna write this
So
down.
what do you
want
want to do? You want to buy graders?
A few graders, maybe some minors.
Okay. So the miners are each 50.
Okay.
Okay. And the graders are 100.
How many of us are there? There's 6 of us.
Right, isn't there a normal
Yeah.
and then greater?
Yeah, minor.
Minor, normal, then greater.
They'll do. What?
Well, no, on the table it's healing, greater, superior, supreme. So minor
Healing.
it goes minor, healing, greater, healing, superior, healing, supreme, healing.
Okay. How much is the greater? 100.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have written it down.
Graders are 4. Okay, so okay. Let me do some maths. Quick maths. So I'm gonna buy 6 minor healing potions and then like 3 graders. No, 2 graders. I'm not
Okay.
rich.
400.
So much money. 500.
500.
Just bought one.
Alrighty. Marked that off. I'd like to find like a tailor's shop or just somewhere with clothing. Because I don't know. I mean, even if Anzu did like prestidigitate me clean, I feel like Thia's outfit's a little ratty and messed up now. Need a new one.
Make a perception check.
Oh, natural 20.
Okay.
What a useless natural 20.
So
Love to
as
see it.
you're going to the tailoring shop after you've asked a few people, you look behind your shoulder every so often just to make sure, you know, everything's cool. And you see a figure following you. They appear to be following.
What do they look like?
It's a cloaked figure, you can't tell.
It's me following you.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
Animas.
Cloaked figure. Okay.
He's pretty shady.
You hate to see a
So
cloaked
I'm
figure.
gonna walk past the tailor's shop. I just want to keep going. Can I like? Is there like a corner I can turn or something?
Yeah, you get up to a corner and turn it, and you keep going. The figure follows behind you. Probably about 20 paces behind you.
Okay.
But
Are there
they
like?
are they are gaining on you.
Okay. Well, can I walk a little faster?
Yeah.
Um. I want to like turn a corner, and then I want a dimension door like back from where I came.
Okay.
So like try and like confuse them a little bit if possible. And then can I try and like run up? Oh no. And then can I like try to like tail them, but like even farther behind a little bit? Does that
Yep.
make sense?
So you quick turn a corner, dimension door, go through it. You appear slightly further back than you were. You see the cloaked figure in front of you about to turn the corner. And then they stop. And they look down at something in their hand. And they turn around, coming back towards you.
Okay, they see me again.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it! What is happening?
But now they see that you see them, and they're closing in. They're like running at you.
Just take it. You're in a public place.
Oh, I don't like this. I'm going to hold on. I gotta put that I cast Dimension Door. Okay.
As this figure is running to you, you see them draw a sword from their belt, and you see this sword has 5 dragon heads inlaid along the blade. Just
Oh fuck no.
and it
Fuck.
begins igniting as they're getting closer
Fuck
to you.
no. Absolutely not. I'm going to cast
The crowd is dispersing as women and children scream, getting
I'm-
out of the way.
I'm running and I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace, and I'm gonna try and just like no, that's dumb. That's dumb. Everyone's panicking and running.
They're
Why would
gaining
I-
on you. You see
I'm
them. They're
running.
within 20 feet of you.
Oh dear God. I'm gonna cast Blink
Okay.
and just blink in and out. That only lasts
Just
a minute.
turn around
I'm
and be like,
panicking.
"What the fuck are you doing?"
No, because he almost killed Zygon. No.
He
I
would
mean,
have
I
killed
don't-
Zygon if
I-
Zygon didn't succeed on his saving throws.
I don't
Oh,
fully
is
know
that
if I
the
know
guy?
that. I
You
don't
remember
fully
that
know if I
sword?
know that, but like, maybe.
Zygon described the sword.
Oh
Fuck.
shit!
Fuck.
Get the fuck out of there, Thea.
I'm figuring it out.
So you blink out and you're now in the ethereal plane.
Yeah, but I just realized it only lasts a minute, and I just like blink in and out every 6 seconds. That's kind of dumb. But I'm running, and
You're like
dear God.
You're like a weeboo.
Is he still like chasing me even though I'm blinking? Does he
Yeah,
know?
you can see in his other hand, so he has his sword drawn, and you see a few like guards run up to him, and he just cuts them down effortlessly.
Oh no!
You see like as they get hit, the blade like cuts into them, and you see like this weird like white energy spill out of them as their bodies begin to shrivel up, and then this energy goes into the blade.
Jesus, you do have a stone.
But he's
Stealing souls.
He's just plowing through people, and you see in his other he has this compass like thing that is pointing directly towards you. It's glowing with this purple energy.
Okay. On that note, I am going to use my little globy stone, and I am booking it. Fuck that. I'm gonna go to Anzu.
Okay. So you blink back into existence as he gets within. He goes to grab you, and you concentrate on the stone, and he slashes down.
Is he
What's
cutting
your
off
armor
her arm?
class?
Disadvantage because of my cloak.
What's your armor class?
18.
Okay. So he swings down, and right as the blade is coming down on your arm that he has grabbed, you blink out of there. And that will be how we end tonight's episode.
Oh my god. This
Jacob, what the
man.
fuck?
Ah,
Jacob, what the fuck?
I have thoughts. I have thoughts and ideas of who this is.
Jacob, what the fuck?
Jacob's trying to kill Thea. We just had a nice little sentimental talk about demons and deities, and she just is about to die.
I don't know if it was nice or sentimental.
It was
but-
all of the above.
it's just how Animus remembers it.
Hey man.
Animus remembers a deep conversation, and Thea's like, "Man, those eggs were delicious."
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
It's really cool
Thea's like-
when Animus has a good old conversation with Thea and thinks, wow, she taught me something today. And Thea's like, wow, these eggs.
He's like, man, those
breakfast
pancakes
eggs,
so good. Also, this bird taking it way too seriously.
Way too-
All right, everybody. We hope you enjoyed watching tonight. I know I enjoyed it, and we will see you next week.
What was that?